every day is not the same. It's a difference. And helping people, making a difference in one's life. They come in with a worried look on their face. When they leave, they say, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So helping people, meeting people, representing the school district, that's what matters.
Deloris is just an incredible person. She's an incredible human being. Everything she does is above and beyond. I remember when I first came to Aiken County, she was almost the first person that I spoke to. She helped walk me through the onboarding process before we even called it onboarding. She got me into my job, and then for the next 22 years, every time that I've had a concern, every time I've needed something, every time I've had a question, she's been right there for me. And it's not just me, it's everybody. It doesn't matter who it is, whoever comes to Deloris and needs help or has a concern, she's right there for them. And that's just what makes her a very special person and a special employee for Aiken County.
Deloris has such a happy spirit. She has a heart of service, always cares more about others than herself. She is an absolute joy to work with and around every day.
I enjoy the diversity that's here. You see kids getting along with each other, and it doesn't matter if they're white, black, or brown. And the school seems to embrace that diversity. And also, this school really does encourage everyone to have positive impacts on people that are surrounding them. They have a program where the children get rewarded for being kind and generous and encouraging to each other. And my coworkers back in the kitchen are great. We all cover each other's backs, and if somebody's running behind, we jump in and help each other, and that's at the lead of our manager, Miss Kanita. Throughout the school, people just seem to fall into step into taking opportunities to have positive impacts, and the children respond so readily to that. They come up sometimes and give you little presents of stickers or lollipops or pictures that they've colored, and I've even had paper flowers. And it's just an opportunity where children have to come to school so early, and the first face they often see is mine or Miss Mary's, and I want them to start their day out with something positive and with a kind voice.
What makes Miss Phyllis an outstanding person is just, she is the most caring, most wonderful individual. A lot of folks don't know what she actually does behind the scenes. She's not just someone in the cafeteria. She is that first shining face that a lot of our kids see when they first come in the morning. But at the same time, she has, because she's been here for quite a while, she lives in this community, she has gotten to know so many of our kids on a more individual basis. And she can tell when they come in and they're not having such a good day, and she goes above and beyond to make sure that she has that smile and that encouraging word for them. She just instinctively knows that sort of stuff. And again, when she speaks of how proud she is of the kids here and the job they do, it's because they have the support of people like Phyllis McClay.
I love Miss Phyllis so much because she gives me warm hugs, and she likes to say hi to me every morning, and I love her.
Miss Phyllis is one of the kindest, sweetest ladies I know. She consistently brings me gifts of clothes and presents for my students. She always smiles and knows all the children by name, and she has such a great heart, and she's an amazing person to be around, and she really makes everybody feel like she's their best friend.
Phyllis McClay is such a positive role model and for other employees. She's such a team player, and she just works so very hard and so dedicated to her school and to her job. She has such strong work ethics, works well with her co-workers, and is a great example of an employee, great employee.
Honestly, I decided to become a school nurse because my daughter was coming to kindergarten, and I said, well, that would be a great idea. You know, I was a little nervous about sending her to school, and I thought that it would be great for us to be together. I never realize I actually started at the middle school level and transferred over here with her when she started. And I did not think that I would like being around little kids because I actually went to school to be a teacher and decided I did not want to do elementary education. So it's kind of neat that I ended up in an elementary school, but as a nurse. So, but I've grown to love it, and I just can't imagine doing anything else. I just feel like this has always been my calling, and I just didn't know it was there yet. So,
from the time I met Randy at her initial interview, it was clear that she had a wealth of nursing knowledge, and I felt like her energetic personality, the kindness that emanated from her, would make her the perfect fit as a school nurse. And it has turned out to be that she absolutely is. She is an incredible nurse. She has great assessment skills. She's detail-oriented. She's a critical thinker, and she's a problem solver. She knows what to do to treat a child with an illness or an injury. And even above and beyond that, she knows how to make each and every one of them feel special and feel welcome when they walk into the nurse's office.
Nurse Mitchell, she gives me ice when I get hot, and when I scrape my knee up, she gives me bandages.
Her nurturing, caring, selfless attitude. The way she treats all students really is an amazing process to watch. She cares for them, she loves them. Even when they come in with just the smallest of boo-boos, she's there helping them, giving them a Band-Aid, a bag of ice. It's just really cool to see her interact with these students on a daily basis.
She goes above and beyond always, and I've been with her since kindergarten because I always fall when I race, and she's always prepared. She goes above and beyond, like I already said, but still, she's like the best nurse in the world. You can never have a better nurse.
She is the consummate nurse, parent. She treats every kid like they're her own. And she has patience, she's very knowledgeable. She really exemplifies what we think is extremely important to show our community. I can't imagine putting an honor on anybody else like she deserves. She's a very hard worker. She serves in our PTO, but she is a mama hen. She really does great with our kids.
This is my 5th year of school nursing, my 19th year of nursing overall, but school nursing is by far my favorite that I've ever done. I enjoy building relationships with the parents and the students and the faculty. One thing that makes me a good school nurse is my hands. I use my hands to welcome students into my office, to check blood pressures and check pulses, pass medicines, just scribble down notes of what problems they're having, and then I use my hands to call their parents and let them know what's all going on throughout the day. And these hands also comfort students that come in and faculty members by giving hugs and high fives and fist bumps. School nursing is by far my favorite nursing job.
Yeah, with Miss Pageant, honestly, her ability to bring every day the type of energy to be the caretaker she is, I can think of an incident almost every day where she's able to keep everyone calm, give them the appropriate standard of care, and take it to that next level. The fact that she can do that every day is pretty amazing.
She's one of the best nurses in our school, and what she does, she gets my stuff. Whenever I go to her room, I ask for my inhaler and my medicine and stuff, and she'll give it to me right away. I'll get my drink that I drink with my medicine to swallow my pill, and I'll count my breaths per second on my inhaler.
I've had the privilege of supervising Sarah Pageant for the last 4 years. I've heard her say several times over that period that her personal motto is work hard and be nice to people. And I can unequivocally say that she puts actions behind those words. Sarah always has a smile on her face. She's kind to everybody she comes in contact with. She likes to laugh, she's funny, and she also works very hard. She's exemplary as a school nurse. She exceeds all of her performance expectations, and she goes beyond that. In the face of emergencies, she shows a professional competency and a calmness that inspires confidence and trust. And I fully believe that the students of Paul Knox are in excellent hands with Nurse Pageant.
Nurse Pageant is just like the best nurse ever. When I go in there and I need something, she's always there to give it to me. When she's there to check my blood pressure, she's always there if I need something to call my mom. She is just the best.
Every day I work in a computer lab. That is my normal day, every day. So I pick up classes every day and monitor their lessons. I love Aiken County Public Schools because I think they're filled with people who love our kids and care about all of us.
Miss Simmons is a fantastic gem. She is always there for us teachers. She goes above and beyond what's expected of her every single day. She is more than just a person working in the computer lab. She covers for 4K. She escorts those sweet babies to the bus every day in car line. She watches my class just so I can get a little restroom break. She does everything a teacher needs. She's even a great shoulder to cry on. She treats all of us teachers like her own children, and she loves every single child that walks into her room.
Miss Simmons is so awesome because whenever we enter the computer lab, she tells us what to do so that way we don't get in trouble. And if we need help with a question, she grabs a piece of paper for us and we can work out the problem, and she helps us so once we do the problem, it makes it a little bit easier.
Miss Simmons is essential to our school. She has dedicated 36 years to our school and our community. She greets everybody every morning with a kind word and a smile. She's a mother to us all, children and staff. She takes everyone under her wing. She is a true gem to our school.
Miss Simmons is a gem here at Gloverville because she dedicates every moment of time she's here to our students and our staff. I've only gotten the pleasure to know her this school year, but it didn't take very long to realize how important she was to our students and our staff and our community.
I like working for Aiken County Schools because I always knew I wanted to work with kids, but for me, teaching is not where I want to be. This gives me the joy to do the business stuff that I like, the computers, the formulas and things like that, but also I get to build relationships with students and families. Some of the best memories I have from my years here is the relationships I built with my kids. Some of them today still call me or come by to schools and visit me. They'll hit me up on Facebook. They invite me to their children's events, and it's those relationships that make our county great. I enjoy working for Aiken Scholars because we're a small group of people who work to build each other up. At no time, whether it's school related or work related, that I feel like I can't go to anyone, ask questions, get help or suggestions with what's going on, whether they come to me or I'm going to them.
I really appreciate Miss Bradley's caring towards everyone in the school. You can really tell that she cares so much for each and every student, and she works extremely hard here and with all of the responsibilities that comes with being secretary, and that's probably the best thing about her is her ability to care while working really hard.
What makes Mrs. Bradley so special and the reason why she's our gem for 2019 is she does everything. In a very small school, a lot of times people think it's easy because there's not as many students or faculty members to deal with, but in reality it's much more difficult because there's nobody to delegate things to. So she takes on a very huge responsibility in our school building. She's our secretary, she's our bookkeeper, she's our registrar, she's our guidance clerk, she's our attendance clerk, she does our textbooks, she does our lunch orders and communicates with school food services at a different school to ensure that students are fed every day. She is our nurse, our stand-in nurse if we need it, and she does a myriad of different things. She's the first face people see when they walk into the building. She's always smiling, she's very kind, and she can have a conversation with anybody. So she's from this community, she knows a lot of people, she's out and about in the community when she's not here working at school or working at home, even though we tell her to leave it here. She works extensively outside of school on her own regard without being asked. So she is a gem. We're very fortunate to have her here.